On the sixth day of Christmas, Foundations gave to me an incredible but true story.
This is a true story from Foundations for Living, and names have been altered. He just said, "Get out," and we left. Jill sat in the intake room, tears streaming down her face, Amber and Joey quietly playing by her feet. She had come hoping to get some food, clothes, or temporary housing, anything that would make her pain more bearable. It took a long while before Jill was calm enough to tell her story, but when she did, it was all too familiar tale. Her rebellious teen years had estranged her from her family. She had lived with one boyfriend after another in hopes of finding true love. But that dream always seemed to elude her and the children who were the products of her chase. Now, once again, Jill poured everything into her latest guy to be left on the street again. Listening to tales of self-destruction, abuse, self-loathing, and fear pouring from her quivering lips, she cried over and over again, "I don't know what to do." We discussed all her options, which for the moment seemed few. She told me that her family would never forgive her, never take her back. Her mom and dad had loved her and were good parents, but too many years had passed and she said, "I made too many mistakes." Hopes of reconciliation had been pushed from Jill's consciousness years before. As I watched Amber and Joey playing, I wondered if that was truly the case. Do Amber and Joey like their grandma and grandpa? I asked, shocked by the question. Jill began to sob uncontrollably. "They don't even know they exist," she replied. The response almost brought me to tears. As a grandma myself, I couldn't imagine not knowing my grandchildren even existed. As the discussion progressed, punctuated by snacks and potty breaks, I know some decision would have to be made soon. "Jill, do you have a phone number for your parents?" I asked. "I have one, but I don't know if they still have the same number. Joey was born, I called. Recognizing my mom's voice, I froze, hung up, and never tried again." After more discussion, Jill gave me permission to try the number she had. I can't express the excitement and shock that was in Jill's mom's voice when I explained who I was sitting with. "What? You're telling me she's alive? I have 2 grandchildren? Of course she can come home. Is she there? Can I talk to her?" By the time Jill got off the phone, plans were made. Foundations for Living would make sure the little family had clothes, food, hygiene products, and a safe place for the night. Jill's parents would come and get them in the morning. I don't know all the details of what happened in the months that followed, but I was thrilled when several months later I got a thank you from 2 extremely grateful parents and grandparents. Now it's my turn to thank you. Thank you for making a difference in Jill, Amber, and Joey's lives. Thank you for reuniting a family, and thank you for being part of their story.